Warning. The following content is intended for immature audiences only. The opinions of these two fine gentlemen should not be taken seriously at all.
The JTS 51 Podcast. Introducing your hosts, JT and Sai.
Hello and welcome to the JTS 51 Podcast, episode 10. Episode 10, Sai.
It's definitely episode 10.
Introducing myself, my name is JT and my co-host, as always, is Sai. Sai, how you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, mate, not so bad, not so bad. I am cold. I have got cold. I've decided as I'm getting older, I don't like cold ears.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Cold ears, cold
I
nose.
walk out, I like wrap up warm these days. And I walk outside and I'm like, oh, I could. When I was a kid, I used to mock people with that had those big earmuff things on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could bring myself to buy any, but I walk around now going, man, my ears are cold.
That's it. Not just yet. I think give it a few more years. I have to get one of those, you know, those Russian hats with the ear flaps.
Oh, they're onto something, I tell you. They look mental, but they are cosy.
They are, I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. Yeah, it's just absolutely freezing outside at the moment. I went out for a walk a little while ago. Oh my God, mate, my nose, my lips, I was just like, this is flipping freezing. And I'm known to be that guy that sometimes would just wear shorts in the winter just because it's comfy. So, but now I'm like, no, I need to wrap up now. I'm not young anymore, mate. Oh.
That's the thing, we didn't feel it when we were kids. Oh, it's funny, actually. I saw one of my friends the other week, and he's always cold. Even in the middle of summer, he's got the heating on in his house. I don't know how he affords it, right? We went round to see him. Yeah, we were, right. I know. Right, whenever we go round there, my missus goes, you know, it's cold outside. Like, she treats me like a kid sometimes. Yeah. Do you want to put a coat on? Yeah. I'm like, a jumper on. I'm like, no, I know where we're going. Don't worry, we'll be fine. You walk in there, it's like the tropics, but he's in there, 4 layers, a hoodie, thermals, and you're just like, mate, what are you doing?
There must be something wrong with him.
I'm cold.
The guy must be anemic or something. God.
I don't know. But there's all of us sitting there like Bermuda shorts and like t-shirts and stuff. And he's sitting in the corner. I think we with his heat blanket just shivering.
I think we all know someone that's always cold, mate. It doesn't matter what it's like outside. I'm a bit weird. So basically, even in the summertime, I always take a jacket with me. It doesn't matter where I go. I'll always take a jacket. And people always be like, I wouldn't necessarily wear it. I'll probably just carry it with me, or just have it on me. And then people are like, what the hell are you bringing the jacket out? It's like 25, 30 degrees outside. I'm like, yeah. But it's 25, 30 degrees now. But watching the evening when we're out to, like, I don't know, 12, 1 o'clock, you guys will be cold and I'll be there in my jacket and I'll be envy of the town. You know what I mean? So, it always happens. Yep. You can't predict the English weather. That's the thing. And when it starts raining, oh God, you'll be glad I've got a jacket. So it's just I'm just one of those guys that are always prepared. I think it comes from my granddad. My granddad used to wear a coat or like a blazer, no matter where he went. So he's always quite a smartly dressed man, as the older folk were. He would wear trousers, a shirt everywhere he went. And then he would also rock a blazer or like a sports jacket. So nice. I think I'll just get it from him, to be honest.
I mean, to be fair, I do like how unpredictable the British weather is, right? But it's always the wrong way. Yeah. You go out and then it starts raining, freezing cold. We never have it, we very seldom have it the other way, where you step outside and it's cold, and then 10 minutes later, glorious sunshine. Yeah, I know, man. It doesn't happen that way, does it? We sometimes
get all 4 seasons in one day, innit? Within an hour, or sometimes it's ridiculous.
No, I know.
Yeah, but it has been, like, I don't know, last couple of years it's been ridiculously hot in the summertime. It's gone like super hot, because I'm just thinking back, like, since I was a kid, we had the odd hot summer every now and then. But the last 2-3 years, mate, it's been unbearably hot, even at night time. When when you're normally sleeping in bed, you've got a duvet on top of you, don't need it, mate. Honestly, I've always been the type to always need to sleep with a duvet, but it's been so hot the last couple of years in summer, not needed it at all. So, yeah, global warming's a thing. It's actually a thing.
I don't mind it. I just wish we had it more often, and we were built for it. Yeah. It's like we'll go from like 10 degrees to 35 in the space of 2 days.
There's no
and then it will drop back down.
There's no in between, mate. Oh, that's why I always carry a jacket, mate. Always carry a jacket.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, why are you complaining because it's so hot? It's like, because it was snowing yesterday. That's why. It's not like Spain or Italy where it's just nice weather for
You just
a
can't
good
prepare.
string of time.
Just can't prepare for it, mate. Honestly, no matter what you do. Oh, speaking of cold, mate, how was your Christmas?
It was all right, actually. Yeah, ate too much, drank too much. Well, we know why.
Yeah.
Because it's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Absolutely. From my last episode, you know what I mean? It's just, it's Christmas.
They must have had a newbie running the town where I am at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know. So most towns have a Christmas tree that goes up, right? And they take a week or so to get it all in and prepared and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was walking through the town, and where we were, the tree must be, I don't know, 2-3 stories high or something like that.
Big one.
But the things that like properly off a slant.
Oh.
This isn't just a little bit wonky. It's like off a slant. I was sort of walking down into town thinking, have I just had too many beers or something? Or am I a slant? No, and you're standing next to the thing and the tree's just off at one angle like this. You're like, how do you plant a tree that big?
So wrong.
Just wonky.
Well, it's like the Leaning Tower pizza style.
Yeah, properly. And then I don't know how they arranged it. They have the light switching on ceremony type thing, and it's always like because it's all dark and it looks nice. No, we had ours in the middle of the day.
Oh, for maximum effect.
Yeah, I mean, I was working, but I just had some friends that were in town, and they're just like, you never guess what?
Yeah.
It's just like midday, and they've switched the lights on, and everyone's just like, well, is that it? Great. It's like fireworks at lunchtime.
No, did people? Oh, that
What's the
exactly
point?
makes no sense. Did people actually gather for it though? Was it an actual event?
I wasn't there, but yeah, I think a few people were down there and stuff,
That's shocking.
just because it's the novelty of it. But you're like, in the winter it gets dark. At
I was just about to say
3, 4
You don't
o'clock.
have to wait too long. Do you know what I mean? Just,
I know. Just take an extended lunch and it'll be dark.
exactly. Wait till 3:30. It'll be nice and dark. Bang! Just turn the lights on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They just must have been having an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, someone's fucked up there.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah. So my town at the minute.
Yeah. Do they? Does your town go big for Christmas? Does it because in our town they've got lights on every single kind of street light, hanging off the street lights. And most of we've got 2 or 3 big trees that they put lights on, which is quite nice. And I think they done those in a timely manner. They were done the first week of December, which is good. It wasn't like November or October like on the last podcast. So yeah, does your town do does your town do it big or?
I feel like it's getting smaller, but don't get me wrong. That they sort of decorate the buildings and stuff like that. But I think I don't know whether it's cutbacks or if it's that they're using different decorations. But it just doesn't feel like it's as much.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just trying to go for that minimalistic kind of look.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, just paint the town in glitter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, Dan, come on. It's only once a year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely.
Let the kids loose with some glitter guns and just like. It's Christmas.
Yeah,
come on.
I know, mate. I know. Yeah. I mean, I went to 2 shopping centres actually this Christmas period to do a bit of shopping, and I got to be honest. You're right. It's not as it used to be. I remember as a kid, there was one shopping centre we used to go to every year, and as a kid, it just seemed magical. Like they would have fake snow kind of everywhere. Like they'd actually, every place would be covered in tinsel, and they'd have multiple trees. You'd have Santa's grotto as well. But now it's just just come in here, do your shopping and get out. We don't one little playground somewhere in the middle of the thing, and it's just like some crappy little tricycles where kids can just drive around. Oh, it was just terrible. I'm like, you got to put some effort in for Christmas. Come on, guys. But it must be cutbacks. I
think so. Or maybe they're just getting lazy with it. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe everyone's just getting older and we're being a bit more cynical now.
Yeah, I think so.
But I definitely remember there being more.
Yeah, I do as well, to be fair,
yeah. But speaking of shopping, I don't know. So my missus is the bigger shopper out of the two of us. I think I said this to you before. I don't know how we are buying stuff right up until Christmas Eve. I don't know how we do that.
Yeah.
How can we still need more stuff?
It's crazy. I think we're in the same boat. So I think with us, it's got a bit worse because Amazon Prime. You can literally buy whatever you want and it's there next day, or failing that the day after, depending on when you place the order. So it's a bit weird because you've always got that to fall back on, right? Like if you don't want to go
Yeah.
to the shops, you can buy everything online now, which is great because back in the day you didn't have that facility. You had to go to the shops to do some shopping. Now it's like you can get all your Christmas shopping done in one day if you wanted to online. I remember this year though, Jesus, we must have bought everything online, right? And you're getting old because I started complaining about the recycling. So I was like, I would never think this would be an issue.
You make your stand.
I never thought this would be an issue, but oh my God, we bought so much for everyone, right? And then I was started to complain about the actual cardboard boxes. I said to my missus, where the hell are we going to put this? Like, oh my God, this is not going to fit our recycling bin. I'm going to have to book a day to go throw it off at the waste centre and get it thrown there. And I was thinking, bloody hell, I've turned old, man. I would never have cared about this stuff when I was younger. Like, this is taking the piss. Oh my God, the wrapping paper. I was like, oh, that's such a waste. I spent £1.50 on the wrapping paper, and it's just going to be torn to shreds within minutes. Oh my God. I saw something online which was quite funny, right? So it said. It was like a picture in it of a family, and near the tree. That obviously it's Christmas morning. Everyone's opening up their presents, and then someone's highlighted the dad. He's standing there with a black bag, getting ready to throw all the wrapping away. I was like, that's so true. That is so true. All dads just gonna they're getting ready to collect that wrapping paper so they can throw it in the bin and not make a mess.
That's too efficient. Yeah. You got to allow the chaos.
Yeah, exactly that. Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant.
But yeah, no, it's true though, isn't it? You just can't just let it be. Just let it be.
It.
But no, I think we're getting there as well. Well, I know what to send you: a pipe and slippers. They're in the post.
So you know what? So
you could probably send some back this way as well if you want. There's no problem.
Do you know what's really funny, right? So when I was a kid, right, I used to think, like how shit is socks and underwear as a present for Christmas. Like I feel so bad for anyone that receives that. I swear to God, someone, some people in my family said you're so hard to buy for. I was like, why is that? They're like, you literally get everything you need. I'm like, yeah, but I don't get like things all the time. You know what I mean? And they genuinely asked me, what would you like? And I swear to God, I said, oh, do you know what? I wouldn't mind a decent pair of socks. Like a multi-pack of socks and maybe some underwear. And I was thinking to myself, bloody, I've become that guy. That I said I felt sorry for. But now I'm asking for socks and a Lynx Africa set. Like, that would do really good. I've run out of deodorants. Oh, my word. We are getting old, Si. We're getting old, mate.
See, now the challenge is you just got to make your pants last till next year.
I think, do you know what? I think men only buy underwear at Christmas. I swear to God. And they won't even buy it. They get it as a gift. And they'll keep it. Yeah. They'll keep it for like the whole year. Oh, terrible. It is terrible. But a lot of men that are listening to this will probably be like, you know what, he's right. I only buy my underwear once a year.
It's true though, isn't it? It's so true.
For me, personally, I only buy my underwear on 2 occasions. One before I go to a holiday, because apparently, I don't know why, but I'll buy like 10 pairs of underwear before I go on holiday, because I don't want to be seen with crappy underwear with holes in it and stuff like that. Boxers like with holes and the elasticity's gone and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, Christmas time, that's when I receive it as a gift. So yeah, two occasions when I buy underwear.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing you want to be doing is have an accident on holiday and then, claiming off your holiday insurance.
I was going to say,
with your split pants on.
I was going to say, Si, and someone said this to me the other day, right? Like, when you pack for a holiday, is it me, or do you think of every bad scenario that could ever happen to you and you just pack more than you need? So I'm talking about underwear in particular, right? I remember a few years ago when I was going away, I don't know why, I was going away for 3 days, but I packed 10 pairs of underwear. And I was thinking, I didn't think anything of it. I just literally went to my drawer and picked up 10 pairs of underwear. I put them in my suitcase. And then it was only when I finished packing, I thought to myself, hold on, did I just fucking pack 10 pairs of underwear for a 3-day trip? What's going on? Am I going to have like some uncontrollable flipping bowel movements I've never had in my life where I've needed 10 pairs of trainers? 10 pairs of underwear in 3 days. Like, that is ridiculous. It's like you always think about the worst case scenario. And I was talking to someone about this. They're like, yeah, but anything could happen. I was like, yeah, but nothing ever happens when you go on holiday. Oh my God. I end up using 3-4 pairs and then I'm back in 3 days. It's not a problem. Why did I need 10?
But now you started it. You can't not carry on because there will be that time now. So now you have to always pack 2 or 3.
I was trying to think of my reasoning. What was my reasoning for me packing that much? And I was thinking, what? Am I going to go somewhere, have some food, and I'm going to uncontrollably shit myself every hour of the day or something?
Oh, not again.
Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. It was only like, it just became natural, and then, oh my God, it was only when I finished packing I thought to myself, why the hell did I pack that much underwear? I really don't get it. It must be a thing, mate. It must be a thing.
My question is, though, do you pack the same number of socks? As in, you shit yourself and then it trickles down your leg and you need new socks as
Interesting.
well.
That's a good question.
or do you do just the right amount of socks, but just too many
So
pants?
with me, right, if I'm going to a hot country, I will pack. Let's say it was 3-4 days. I would pack a pair of socks for every day, but just on the off chance I want to wear shorts, and I'll pack ankle socks. So I'm doubling down. So I'll have four pairs of normal socks, and then 3 pairs or 4 pairs of ankle socks. Yeah. So just in case it does trickle down, it affects the socks. I'm covered.
Or you will be.
Yes. But there we go. See, so this is the material people want in our podcast.
Do you know, just thinking about like the difference in packing styles, right? So there's us two thinking about the amount of underwear we need, and there's our partners thinking about how many different dresses they need. It's a different mindset, isn't it?
Unbelievable. So I've been on holiday where I've packed, right, so we're going for 5 days. 5 days we're going away. I've packed an outfit for every day, so that's 5 shirts, 5 vests, probably 2 or 3 pairs of shorts, 17 pairs of underwear, like I've explained before. And 5 pairs
for a long weekend.
5 pairs of socks, and then probably like 2 or 3 trainers and shoes. Do you know what I mean? And maybe slippers or something like that. That's it. But my missus, oh my God, she'll have multiple changes per day. So, and she'll have like 3 dresses for one day. And I was like, you've never done that in your life. I've never seen you like change 3 times. Why are you packing for this? And then I've got to carry it because I'm the man in the relationship. So I've got to carry her suitcase, which is probably way over the limit. And then my missus basically, what she does is, right, she'll go there, she'll go to the hotel, right, she'll start unpacking and she'll have everything laid out. And then by the end of it, she'll say this every single time, Si. Oh, I didn't have to pack this much, you know. I was like, yeah, I know you didn't, but you do this every time. Is that the same for you, Si?
Well, 3 changes in a day. I was going to ask, who are you married to? Beyonce?
Exactly. She's expected to do the run walk every time she steps out the hotel. No, it's just.
But I joke. Yeah, my missus is exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know, but I like when we go abroad. Obviously, we take a couple of suitcases, whatever. Usually, like a week away in England somewhere or a long weekend. It's usually we share a case, and there's most of my stuff sort of scooched up into one, like a quarter of the case, and the rest of it's like my missus stuff. It's just like, when we get to wherever we go, and she goes, can you unpack your stuff? And I'm like, 2 handfuls,
and
I'm done.
You're done, yeah. If she could, she would probably throw your stuff in a carrier bag. Do you know what I mean? Here's your clothes. Exactly. This is so much space.
I'll just take a shoebox. Shall I? That'll do.
We'll probably do all right. If we do that. You know what I mean? Oh man, men and ladies packing, absolutely different. Absolutely crazy, mate. Oh.
Holidays, eh? Holidays. Oh, well, that'll be coming around soon.
Yeah, already. I think we've been thinking about it.
You've got yours booked, haven't you?
Yeah, like I was explaining.
Strange deal thing.
Yes, I did. Yeah, when I got by the Mexican holiday cartel.
Cartel. I mean, rep.
Exactly, man. I got done. So I got done. But yeah, no, we've already. Well, the thing is, we've got it in the bag where we could take it any time in the next kind of 14 months, I think it is now. So it doesn't have to be this year, but it could be next year. But let's see how it goes. But yeah, we're already planning about that. Like, when do we go? Where do we go? There's a battle for annual leave now, so everyone's trying to get in there quick because as soon as January hits, people are trying to book their annual leave. Like, oh my God, I need to do it in August when the kids are off, or I need to get Easter off, or I need to get like half term in October off. So yeah, the battle's on for annual leave. Yeah, it started already, mate. It's only January. So.
I think there should be a fairer way of sorting that out. I don't think it should be first come, first serve. I think there needs to be something involved. Yeah. Tiddlywinks or something.
That's it. Rock, paper, scissors in the office, in front of the
there you go. Rock, paper, scissors. Yeah,
that's right. Best out of 3. And it's the battle of the annual leave. So bloody hell, can you imagine? Could you imagine?
Set up the competition.
That's it.
So back to Christmas. Did you watch much over Christmas?
Oh yeah, just every year, mate. It's the same thing, same routine. You got your Christmas movies, you got your soaps. What do we watch? So the list of we tend to do every year is I kind of watch this. It's like the same kind of routine. So Miracle on 34th Street. That's like a classic. I watch that every year. One of my favourite films is actually Jack Frost. You know, where the dad dies. It's not really. It doesn't sound great for a Christmas movie.
Right, cheery movie. Yeah, the dad dies, the wife gets cancer, the kid gets run over. Yes, it's a great movie.
Right. Great Christmas film.
Dog gets abducted.
Absolutely.
Full of that Christmas cheer.
Do you know what I was speaking of that, right? I was speaking to my sister about this, and I was like, "Yeah, do you remember the Snowman? Do you remember we used to watch it as a kid? It used to come on TV." She's like, "Yeah, it's amazing. Do you remember?" I'm like, "Yeah, the music, the animation, it's amazing."
Yeah.
If you think about it, right, it's actually really bad. She goes, "What do you mean?" And only I would say this. I'm like, it could be seen as a sexual predator kidnapping a young kid in the middle of the night. And taking him away from his family. She goes, "Oh my God, why would you say that?" She goes, "I'm never going to see the Snowman again the same way." I was like, "I know." I said, "Think about it. Stranger comes,
that's
pops
horrific.
up in the front of your house, comes into your house in the middle of the night, comes to you, the little boy, wakes you up, says, 'Come with me,' kidnaps you, takes you far away, and you just."
I tell you what. When you think of all of it like that, right? So even thinking of Santa Claus or whatever, so you got an old fat man creeping around your bedroom with a giant sack, just
breaking and entering into your house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just leaving kids' presents and eating out your eating your cookies or whatever.
Yeah, eating your food, yes.
Mate, this is a horror story.
This sounds really bad, doesn't it? Like, oh my God, you think about it. Bloody hell. I
reckon so Santa and the Snowman, they're connected. So we put those
two
cahoots,
together. Mate.
Right?
Absolutely, they're in cahoots. So Santa's like, right, Snowman, you're gonna do the initial reconnaissance mission,
abducting.
Yeah, you're gonna go there. Just scope it out for me, mate. Let me know if it's if that little kid is an easy target for me. Give me the go ahead. I'll be there on the 25th. Oh, that is shocking. Oh.
Little boys, if you're good, I'll give you a present.
And if you're bad, you're going to get punished. Oh, this is terrible. I'll say, so Jack Frost.
So anyway, back to this cheery movie, Jack Frost.
Yeah, Jack Frost. So not to spoil it, but the dad dies at the beginning. Comes back as a snowman.
Oh, no, not a snowman.
Yeah, snowman, mate, obviously. And and it's a touching film, to be fair, really nice. And then he tries to communicate with his son and blah blah blah. That's a good film. I think Elf comes on every year.
Oh yeah.
Will Ferrell absolutely smashed that movie to bits. Great film. And then sometimes Shrek. Shrek comes on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So by that time, I'm normally smashed anyway. So by the time Shrek comes on,
it could be anything. Exactly. You're watching Mr. Blobby. Oh, this Elvis. I don't remember this.
Shrek's
like
changed
this.
A little bit.
I think the colour's gone on the TV.
Absolutely. I swear he was green before. Oh.
Jim Carrey's put on a bit of weight. What?
Oh yeah. So
the ultimate Christmas question. Ultimate Christmas question is Die Hard Christmas movie.
Absolutely, 110%.
Yeah, agreed. I had this debate down the pub with my mates the other day. I was like, of course it is.
I have had the discussion with every single person I can think of, right, that's close to me, and they've asked me that question. And I had a bit of a light bulb moment, right? So I've always said yes, because I love Die Hard, great film, and it is a Christmas movie, right? If you go, right, aside, you could verify this, right? Go to the Disney app, right? Click on Christmas movies, and they've got Die Hard in there. If Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie, why does Disney Plus have it down as a Christmas movie? Game, set, match. Thank you very much.
No, I didn't look at that, but I always said it was, because the music in there is set around that time. There's references to it. Of course it is.
Yeah. Absolutely. So what if there was a terrorist attack?
At least he's the hero of the day.
Yeah, exactly. So what if there was a terrorist attack at Nakatomi Plaza? It's still a Christmas movie, goddammit. It's snowing outside. He's coming home at Christmas. Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, see what I'm thinking other ones from that I used to watch. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. You seen that one?
Yeah, I have actually. I watched it as a kid. Actually, it's really, really funny. Really funny.
You've got to give it a rewatch if you haven't.
There's a few movies like that actually. I need to go back and rewatch.
There's some really good bits in it. Just I won't give it all away, but there's a bit where he sort of goes sort of sledding down here. Yeah. It's one of my favourite scenes. It's so funny.
That's my type of comedy, that is, mate.
Yeah. Then you got a couple of classics. I think what's it, Home Alone and Home Alone. Gremlins.
Home Alone every day. Home Alone 1 and 2. I think some people prefer 2 over 1 because it's set in New York and it's really. But yeah, I love them both. Great movies to watch. Yeah.
I prefer the original, but yeah, I can see why people like the second.
There's some crappy Home Alone 3 that came out. I didn't know this.
Oh no,
mate.
No.
I saw a trailer for it. I said, "Well, who the hell is this little kid? What is going on here? Like, get rid of this crap." And then I think people actually say, "No, I don't believe there was a Home Alone 3. I'm never going to accept that in my life." I was like, "Oh my god!" All right, mate. It's not that deep. It's just the kid probably got a bit too old to be Home Alone.
The thing is, you can't beat the classics. Yeah. It's tough to beat the classics. Yeah. I mean, you can sort of reimagine them and stuff, but everybody's like, it's not as good as the original.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know what? Yeah, sorry, mate. One thing that made me laugh was someone sent a meme out the other day and said how Home Alone could have been avoided in today's times. Just a WhatsApp from Kevin to his mum. Mum, you left me at home. Oh, sorry, I'll be back. I'll pick you up. That's it. No film. Film over.
Solved. Do you know, there's this thing I started watching on YouTube, and I think it's to do with Star Trek. It was ages ago when I watched it. And what they do is they take the first part of the episode where they're starting the mystery, and then they cut out the bit where somebody suggests in the episode the exact right solution, but nobody really listens to it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they cut back to, I don't know, the captain or say something, just saying, "Yeah, we'll do that," and it just cuts to the end credits. Yeah. So the whole thing is like 5 minutes.
So it's unnecessary.
Hey, there's a mysterious cloud in front of us. Should we turn around and go back? Yes. Da, 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 da.
I love that. I love those kind of things. Honestly, nothing makes me laugh harder than those, man. When they find logic in the movie and then just like follow it through, boom, movie finished in 5 minutes.
Oh, I want to see more of those. Yeah, the other one I was going to say, I don't know if you caught it, like Gremlins. I'm a big fan of Gremlins. Yeah, that's a corker.
That's a classic film. Yeah.
But I come from the sort of generation where you didn't have all the Netflix and Prime and stuff like that. Yeah. So my Christmas run as a kid used to be one of the Star Wars movies, the originals. None of this,
none of the new ones,
new nonsense. Yeah. Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, classic.
Preferably The Last Crusade. I really enjoy that one. And there was always a Bond movie on.
Oh, I used to love that. Honestly, me and my dad, massive James Bond fans. So sometimes we just like. Even during the year, we'll just be flicking channels through. If we see a James Bond movie, especially the Sean Connery era, Roger Moore era, mate, we're locked in. Doesn't matter which part of the movie we're in, we're just going to watch it till the end. Doesn't matter if it's like 11 p.m, 12 p.m, 12 a.m, 10 p.m. at night, we're just going to follow the movie through.
Yeah. See, I always get in a debate with my dad about it, like who is the better, Roger Moore or Sean Connery. Yeah. It's tough because I'd lean towards Roger Moore.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sean Connery was the original, right. And I can't. It's tough.
My family synonymous. They all say Sean Connery is the best James Bond.
Yeah.
I threw a bit of when I grew older, right, when I started appreciating the James Bond movies, my James Bond in my area was Pierce Brosnan. So I kind of said, for me at the time, Pierce Brosnan was my favourite. But that's only because I grew up and I loved GoldenEye. The game, the movie was amazing. But then I bought my dad the Blu-ray set for all the James Bond films and went back and I watched all the classics with him. And then I kind of said, okay, all right, I agree. It is Sean Connery. It's just unbelievable.
Goes back to he's the original.
It's the original, absolutely original.
And if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be as successful as it was.
Then you had some pretenders. What was it, like Timothy Dalton and wasn't it George Lazenby or something like that? I was like,
that's it.
I was like, who are these guys? I don't want to watch this.
No, I know. The funny one about when they brought Daniel Craig in now, he's a great actor, right? But I don't know. There's just the whole thing is he was always portrayed as this kind of suave character. And Daniel Craig looks more like a cage fighter.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It is weird. Look, I love the Craig films. It's just that
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Absolutely.
don't know.
Yep.
His James Bond is not what the old James Bond were. Like Sean Connery was like a very suave guy who got lucky. Like, you know, he'd get in a fight and then, you know, it would all be going wrong, and then you find something, then he gets out of it. Whereas for me, when I watch Daniel Craig, it's like he's the ultimate like hitman sort of kind of spy that like nothing phases him kind of thing. Where I felt like James Bond always had a bit of an era of so I say aura of vulnerability, a little, just a slight bit, like, you know what I mean, like he can be got at, whereas I feel with Daniel Craig it's more like, now he's just gonna kill the shit out of everyone and he's gonna get the mission done. there's no there's no doubt about it, you know what I mean? Oh my god.
And if you're making like a movie like a Bourne Identity where the guy is just in there to sort of murderize everybody, then he's perfect. He's
absolutely perfect.
But he's got to fit into that super suave upper class thing as well. And then you look at this sort of bodybuilder hench bloke, and
he's super serious. Like he's super serious all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Whereas Roger Moore, he had a bit of a lot of kind of he had a friendliness about him. A little bit campy, I would say. You know what I mean? And Sean Connery was like the happy-go, kind of lucky guy who's stern but can laugh, whereas Daniel Craig's more like just 100% serious 100% of the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. Which suits where they're taking the direction of it, I suppose.
I was shocked, actually. I mean, spoiler alert, guys, if you don't want to know about the ending of the last James Bond film. But yeah, they killed James Bond. Absolutely killed him off. I was like, why?
I don't like what they're doing with all the heroes. I don't want to get into a big thing about it, but they've ruined Star Wars, they've ruined Indiana Jones, they've ruined Bond.
We'll save it for one episode when we just get out all of our grievances.
I just, do you know what? Just make a film that's going to make the fans happy. Doesn't matter if it's been done before. The film, everybody just wants to see a good action flick. It don't need to bring in all this other nonsense into it. I just don't. Oh no,
people just getting too. They want it to be more edgy. They want it to be more realistic. I was like, no, don't tamper with the classic kind of, you know, how it's done.
They don't I don't think they understand it, because the whole thing about the Bond stuff is it is ridiculous. He has ridiculous gadgets. He's put in ridiculous situations,
and he gets out of them somehow.
And he gets out of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. He's not supposed to be this. He takes, you know, he's beaten up, takes all these hits and stuff, and it's not that. It's not that.
Yeah, exactly. It's meant to be like. Do you know what? Like, he's meant to get captured. He's meant to be caught. He's meant to be tortured. And he's meant to be put in a situation where it looks like he's about to die. Not that like he gets into a room and he can kill 6 people within a second, you know, like as soon as he enters. That's not what James Bond's about. Yes, he's a great spy, but he's also vulnerable in some situations. Like, bring out a sexy lady in front of him, he's vulnerable. Like, he's gonna be, like, who's this? He's gonna forget about the mission for like half an hour. I'm gonna try and seduce this woman. Who's this woman?
And do you know what I've never understood as well about why they try and do this is there's more than one number, right? So they could make 008 and then they could make that action film. They did 009 where you can make your female action hero person. You can have as many of these characters as you want.
That's true. That is
just
true.
leave the 7 number.
Yeah, it's fun. It is really funny. I don't know.
I don't get it. Anyway, we'll rant about that another day.
Yeah, we will. We absolutely will. Any more movies apart from...
So movies, what did we watch? Oh, I watched one of my favourite sort of comedy ones, Galaxy Quest. Do you remember that one?
Oh no,
it's sort of it's sort of a mixtape of Star Trek.
Oh, okay.
And it starts off, if I won't spoil it for you, because I definitely recommend you go and watch it. It starts off with the characters are at sort of a Comic-Con type thing, okay, and they are the actors from an old show, so they're playing that role, and somewhere along the line they get caught up in a real sort of space battle thing.
Oh shit.
You should watch it. It is fantastic.
Galaxy Quest,
it's so silly but brilliant. Put it on your watch list.
Absolutely. Galaxy Quest, that sounds like a good one.
But yeah, no, I don't. What else? No, I don't think there was much else in there. It was otherwise it was a lot of food and drink.
Yeah, 100%. My family seems to have this thing. I used to watch EastEnders religiously as a kid growing up, teenager. Like, it would be like the thing to do, right? Everyone would watch it, because we didn't have Netflix back then. We didn't, like, what was on TV was what you're gonna watch, right?
Yep.
So I watched EastEnders when I was a kid, and then every Christmas will be like the big episode where something happens. Someone always dies on Christmas, so it's like a whodunit, or someone's getting married, or will they, won't they, kind of stuff. So I haven't watched it, mate. Honestly, for the last 10 years or so, just had no interest in it. And then apart my whole family were kind of watching it. So for the Christmas week, I kind of got into it, and it was a whodunit. So basically, it was like on Christmas Day, someone was going to die, and there was like it was already kind of foretold like someone was going to die. So EastEnders completely changed its like filming style. By the way, it's not just like cut to the calf, cut to the Queen Vic, or cut to somewhere else. It's literally like they've got these new like filming edgy kind of styles now, which is good. So they kind of foretold, they were foretelling someone's going to die, and so the whole week I was watching EastEnders, but I swear to God, I didn't know who people were in EastEnders anymore. Like there was a few characters I kind of remember from back in the day that are still in the soap. But then I had to ask my sister. I was like, "Who the hell was that?" Oh, she goes, "Yeah, she's here. She's come from here. She's been in there. She's half sisters with that girl, and she's married to him." I was like, "Oh my God, my head's hurting." Like honestly, she had to explain about 15 to 20 characters to me that I've never seen before, and they're the most ridiculous kind of like relationships they have with some of the cast members. Oh my God, it's terrible. But it was entertaining though. It was entertaining. Anyone that watched Christmas at EastEnders last year, would know it was quite entertaining. To be fair. So EastEnders was on my list of things to watch at Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know if I could get back into it. My mum used to be a big fan of it, but no, I don't know if I could get back into it. It's I think like that the boat has sailed for me for sure.
Absolutely. Oh man, yeah. What about Christmas songs? Anything? What are your favourite Christmas songs?
We sort of spoke about this.
We touched on it last week, actually. Yeah, but
What do
you reckon?
Do you know the thing to start it off? The thing with this is there are so many Christmas songs out there. I can't remember if we said this last time, but there are literally thousands. Like you go onto wherever, Spotify, just put alternative Christmas songs in there. You just get buckets of the things. But for some reason, we only play the same 15 over and over and over.
It's spot on.
And there's only a few of those I can still tolerate.
Yeah, oh my word, yeah.
What can I think of?
Just while you think of one, like the amount of
Sorry,
I was going to say, while you think of the amount of covers that people have done, and they've done so unsuccessfully. Like, if you go on there, you'll have Justin Bieber singing a Christmas song no one cares about. You'll have all these artists that have actually tried to crack a Christmas #1 for the money. Nope, tried and failed. Like, there's so many failed Christmas covers out there.
Yeah.
That would make a good playlist. That would make a good playlist.
I think they need to change up the charts. I think when it comes to Christmas, what they should do, right, you can't have any other releases in there. They should have a separate Christmas chart, right? And they get a one-off like little prize payment or something, and it has to be original songs only. And everybody goes in there. So like you still have your Christmas #1s coming through, and it's about Christmas. So you can't have like, just a random rock song just pop up in there. So to get back to that, who's going to be at the top of Christmas? That would be brilliant. Oh, I've just thought of some. But they've all got Christmas, and they've all got very similar names. So I like the Wizard one. I think it's the Christmas Every Day or something like that.
Okay, yep.
It's a cracking tune. Yeah. I think Slade did a...
Slade's Christmas one is brilliant. Yeah, that's one of my favourites. That's on my list,
Great intro to any song.
It's Christmas.
I think what else was there? I like the Shakin' Stevens one. I think that's called Merry Christmas Every One or Every Year or something like that. Yeah, that's a
nice one, yeah.
The one that everybody knows, the Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues.
R.I.P. to the lead singer that passed away.
Well, yeah. And do you know what I don't like about that is I heard it the other day, and they've changed the lyrics.
Yes, they have.
Disgusting.
Can't say the F word anymore.
Do you know what I don't like though? Is that a few months back, I can't even remember when it was released now. It's probably years ago now. I have no idea. Was it Cardi B released a song like WAP, singing about her
wet ass
downstairs region? Right, that's completely acceptable. But a Pogues original tune has to be rewritten.
That's right. That's crazy, right? That's absolutely crazy.
Absolutely insane.
What is going on? Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. It was suitable for that time that it was written, and it was it's a great song.
And our generation turned out all right.
Absolutely. Especially coming out with songs like WAP. Wet ass kitten. Bloody hell. Yeah, there's I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, but how do you feel about the because they're rewriting the Bond books? Well, not rewriting, aren't they? They're sanitizing them, so they're taking a load of stuff out of those that isn't really.
I hate it. Honestly.
I think they should just get an age rating sticker and put that on the
It's
front.
like,
Warning:
yeah.
there is some words in this you might not like. Stick it on the front.
Yeah.
Job
Do you know
done.
the other day?
Just leave the book
I
alone.
agreed. The other day I saw. I was watching a TV show. Oh my god! It's kind of the names escaped me a bit, but they basically at the beginning of the thing they said, look, the humor in this show was suitable for the time period that it came out in, and please be aware. That's what it was. I thought that's perfect.
Perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Yep.
No need to change anything. You've given us a warning. It came out in the 90s. This was funny in the 90s, acceptable by everyone, and this 90s humor. So yeah, there you go. Bang. Don't need to go.
Yep.
Don't need to sanitize. It's like only fools and horses. I know there's like some kind of racist kind of stuff that's like, you know, borderline racist or it is racist, but it's like, but you can see it's not done with like intentional harm. It's not there to
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
I love it. Like I genuinely love Only Fools and Horses. That's something I watch at Christmas as well, to be fair. One of the specials that comes on like on got Dave or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, even that, like some of the words that are used in there, like at the time, that's what Britain was about. That's what Britain was. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's no need to censor it or it. I was watching it during the day, and you can see that something's been cut because obviously the laugh track in the background's been spliced, so you can see that they were laughing
Yes.
and then boom, they're not laughing anymore. Then they're laughing again, like within a second. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, why did you do that? No need to sanitize that. Come on.
No, just put an age rating on it.
Yeah,
Just put a load of warnings all over it. Job
that's
done.
it. It's a shame, but yeah, that's what they do. It's what they do.
But yeah, so those are kind of the songs that
I've got
the tables at
one of my favourite songs of all time is "Driving Home for Christmas." I think when I hear that song,
Oh,
when I hear that, mate,
yeah.
that's when I know Christmas is here.
See, it's funny because I couldn't get on with that song.
Really?
I don't know. There's something about it that I just didn't like. However, and I don't know if it's the original video for it, because I really have not paid attention
Yeah.
to it. But this year, it just came on. I think we had a playlist on the TV or something.
Yeah.
And it was a truck literally driving in the snow. I don't know if that's the original video or not. It's like an ice truck in
Do you know
somewhere or
what?
other.
And
it was so relaxing.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this is
it's
great.
really nice, right?
Yeah.
Although I say it's one of my favourite Christmas songs, I swear to God, I've probably never seen the video for it until 2 or 3 years ago. And if I remember correctly, you don't see any other singer singing the song at all. It's literally a video shot for the song,
Right.
but it's just like a 3-minute video package for the song. Like so, yeah.
Right.
So it's like the singer's not there actually singing it. I believe I might be wrong, but from what I saw on the music video channel, it was literally, it's like a compilation of a man, a woman, a family, whatever, and they're just just filming them walking around, dancing, that kind of stuff. But it was nothing like there's no singer singing the song in the actual video itself. So, but you might be right. It might be that video. It might be part of the.
I don't think so. I just like I say, we just put this playlist on,
Yeah.
and that song came on, and I just thought, oh, I'm not a fan of this one. But then, as I say, it was just someone had mounted the camera. It must have been on the front of a truck just driving through. It looked like it was Canada or something like that. But honestly, I haven't got a clue. Right? But I was just sitting there, just like, oh, this is great. And, the kids were sort of screaming in the background. My missus was shouting at somebody or other. And I was just like, oh, just calm.
Yeah, oh, nice. Yeah, it just puts you at ease. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
What other song? I've got "Last Christmas" by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think when that comes on as well, like you just know Christmas is here. That's the official.
Bit of a softie at heart, then, yeah.
I'm not sure, because when I was, it's a bit weird. So this is gonna sound real stupid. When I was younger, I just knew it was a Christmas song, but I didn't really take notice of the lyrics. It's only when I got older I thought, oh God, this is a bit sad, isn't it? As stupid as that sounds, mate. When I was younger, I wasn't listening to the lyrics. I was like, oh yeah, Last Christmas. But then as I got older, I was like, hold on. Shit, this guy's actually quite heartbroken. Like, I didn't get this. I didn't catch this for the first 10 years of my life. Oh no, yeah. It's but yeah, when you hear it, you know it's Christmas, and that's what it is. That's what the song does to me, I think.
Yeah, you've got to have some classics in there. They do need to mix it up with some new stuff.
Yeah,
but you've got to have a few classics
that's
in there.
it.
Speaking of that, I noticed on Netflix actually, it came up as like the number one watched thing. I can't remember if I said this to you last time or not, but the number one watched thing was an hour of just this video of a fire
Yep.
Just in the background. Yeah. Did you see that?
I've seen that. Yeah,
I can't remember if we
yeah.
said that last time or
Absolutely.
not. But yeah, I was just like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like the literally the millions people pour into TV series and movies and stuff
But the
like
thing
that.
they
And
want to
somebody's
watch-
just film their fire.
It's fire. It's a Christmas
Put it up,
tree. It's the sound of the
Yeah.
fire actually going off. You can see the snow in the background. Honestly, that market is huge. So if you go on YouTube, right, and I'll say this because I am a guy that likes to listen to white noise to sleep, right? And I know it sounds bad, but I need some sort of relaxing noise. Now it could be like a podcast, it could be a TV show, it could be anything, right?
Yeah.
As long as I've got some sort of white noise in the background, or it could be like literally the sound of like it's gonna sound so stupid, but inside a plane, like do you know that sound that you have with the engines, the sea, like it could be anything, just like something just slightly I can hear in the background that will help me drift off to sleep. If you go on YouTube, oh my god, these things have like millions upon millions of views, and they're 10-hour videos, like they're literally 10-hour videos. And the stuff that makes me laugh is if you go in the comments, or some idiot will be like, oh my god, that part at 6 hours and 15 minutes was the best. I was like, it's a continuous sound for 10 hours. Some people's humour is so funny, man. You provide a timestamp as well, so if you click on it, it would go straight there. But obviously, it's the same as the other 10 hours.
They do that. I'm big into music, and I've sort of been playing guitar on and off. And it's when I don't have a metronome with me, I just hop onto again like YouTube and just put on a metronome. And they've got the same thing in the comments there. It will just be like it's literally a tick that for the timing, and it goes on for like 10 minutes or something, so you can brush up on your like timing and stuff. And then always under every video I've seen is I can't wait for the next track. This is amazing.
Some people are really funny, honestly. Some people are really funny online.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I'll just be watching. I'll just click on a video just to see the comments, and some of them are so ridiculous. You get the borderline genius to the borderline crazy. Everyone in between there as well. Like, they're all in the YouTube comment section.
My favourite ones are when people leave really sarcastic comments, and then the next person under it doesn't understand it's sarcastic.
And he's going super serious. He's going super serious at that guy. How could you say this?
7-page essay. And this, it's just sarcasm.
You can't detect sarcasm in text, you know what I mean? I thought you could. All you got to do, right, this is for our listeners, if you want to ever be sarcastic, say what you got to say online, type it out, and then at the end, just put an exclamation mark in brackets. There you go. That's when you know it's sarcastic. Simple. But online, it doesn't come through well.
No.
Oh, my word.
But yeah, every video. Yeah. Oh, dear. Fun times, eh? Fun times.
Absolutely. Oh, mate, so let's talk about Christmas in the workplace. So you must have been part of some funky Christmas parties in some of your previous workplaces, Si. Everyone's got a story about a Christmas party at work.
See, I think everything's got a bit more corporate and sanitized these days, because some of the stuff that I went to with some of the other places that I worked for, it was just like off you go. So
it's like Unleashed.
I think I was telling you, well, it's funny because as soon as people get a few beers in them, they forget they're at work. Like, I've been at like functions where there've literally been fights. I think I was telling you about one earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, where it's just like, we went to this one, 2 people worked together, sort of got on, but sort of different. One of them was 6 foot, one of them was the other guy was 4 foot. They both had a few beers, and they were just sort of kicking off on the dance floor. What are you doing?
Oh no! Oh mate, it's crazy. It's so
fisticuffs
weird.
on the dance floor.
So it sounds like a really shit Sophie Ellis-Bextor song.
Kicking off on the dance floor. Is that a B-side?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god! Yeah, no, honestly. I don't know what happens.
It's a little bit more heavy metal, that track. That's the
mosh pit on the dance floor. No, you know what it is. Something happens to people. So I swear to God, I think everyone looks forward to the Christmas party, right? It's going to be quite fun. Some people avoid it completely. I'll be like, I already know what it's going to be about. I don't want to go. I'll be at home or something.
Yeah.
But the people that actually turn up, the company sometimes will incentivize, say, look, here's a few beer tokens, here's a few drinks tokens, take them. Please don't get, over the top, blah, blah, blah. Like you was saying earlier, HR's telling you represented the company, so make sure you behave accordingly, enjoy yourselves.
I need to tell you that story.
Here we go. Yeah, but something happens to people, so I don't know what it is. I think people get too excited, and then something just comes out of them. You know, like they're all reserved at work every day. They come in, you know, they got like they've got an image, you know, clean cut or rough around the edges, but you know, great workers, very polite to people. But then Christmas party time comes around, and that all goes down the Swanee, mate. I'm telling you. What happens to people, mate?
It really does. Yeah. And the funny thing is it doesn't just stop with us mere mortals on the shop floor. I was saying this to you earlier as well. I was at one place, and there have been a few incidents. So the HR person put out this sort of new policy, you know, remember where you are, be respectful to people, you know, you're representing the company, all of this stuff, right? Sent that all out the month before.
As you would, HR, very important job, you know what I mean?
HR all over it, spoiling everybody's fun.
The fun police. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it.
Here we go again.
You expect them to be the person that keeps an eye on everyone, you know, that never goes overboard.
That's it.
Keeping everyone in check, and just like a safety net, they're there just to ensure no one goes a bit crazy.
Nobody has any fun.
Yeah, not too much fun anyway. Yeah. So what happened with this one, Si?
So where I used to work, it was that the blokes took their sort of suits to the office and got changed, and then went to the pub next door and got a coach to wherever this venue was. Right. And then the ladies generally worked a half day, would go home and then sort of all get dressed and glammed up and stuff. And then the company would provide a taxi to pick them up and bring them sort of back to the office. Right. And then they would collectively get a sort of separate coach up there. And on this coach, they supplied like champagne and Bucks Fizz and stuff like that. Anyway, nice. So after this HR person had pushed out this
message
policy, so me and the other guys, we were already at the venue, so we sort of walked out to greet them and stuff. And this HR woman sort of fell off, sort of stumbled down the stairs, sort of fell off this bus, sort of face first into the ground. She was absolutely tanked up off her face, sort of stood up and then threw up everywhere.
Oh, that's the HR lady as well.
Right. And then you got the other lady sort of trying to step past her and across the puke.
Yeah. just stepping over her as they walk along. Yeah.
Exactly. A few of them had sort of stopped by to inspect the carnage and sort of dragged her to her feet.
Mary's done too much today. Bloody hell.
I know. Yeah. And I think she lasted 10 minutes at the Christmas do and had to be sent home and stuff. And we're just like, obviously for the rest of the year, then you've just like, well, that's set the bar.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You gave everyone a fair warning, but you fell at the first hurdle, and you're HR. that's
exactly.
Worst. If she goes down, then she set the standard for everyone. That means everyone could go crazy, and they'll be like, "Well, you did it. Yeah, you were smashed in the first 10 minutes, so you know why can't we?" Oh, that is so sad.
So the bar is you have to last more than 10 minutes. If you can do more than 10 minutes,
bar, mate.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they were serving on this particular coach, but
sounds like absinthe for me. Straight off the bat. There's a shot of absinthe. There you go. Get that down you.
And the thing is, right, I was speaking to one of the ladies on there, like, you know, I was sort of friends with her and stuff, and I was like, where did you guys go? You know, she was like, nowhere. It was a half-hour coach journey. I was like, she got that wrecked in half an hour.
She must have been down in bottles of champs. Do you know what I mean?
She's like snorting vodka.
Straight to the brain. Just hook it into my veins straight away. Oh my god. Oh, bloody hell, that's so funny. Oh, when HR does shit wrong, it's hilarious. Oh, my God, yeah. Bloody hell.
But yeah, how you get that tanked up in half an hour on a coach, I have no idea.
Mate.
I don't even know how that would have started, because like your first 5 minutes would have been a meet and greet. Hi, how are you
Making
doing?
Sure everyone's on the coach.
Blah, blah, whatever. Yeah, exactly. We're all going to go have a good night, girls.
Right. Yeah, guys, just want to make sure, you know, everyone's okay. Don't drink too much, you know. Make sure you look after yourselves. Next thing you know, 15 minutes of mayhem and she's finished. She's absolutely finished. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Something must have happened. I don't know. She'll probably say I was spiked or something, but I don't know, mate.
What, herself? Yeah. She organised it. Yeah.
Oh. Oh man. Oh yeah, like I was saying before, like I don't know what happens at Christmas party, mate. What happens to the employees? It just goes. It's like you get the chance to let your hair down. I think that's what happens, and people will know that. Some companies will pay for it all. Some companies might say, "Oh, you got to contribute to it or whatever," and some companies might be like, "No, we can't do anything for you, so you got to pay for it for yourself if you're going to do it." But I think nowadays most companies will like either contribute or pay kind of all of it for their employees, once a year. So. Yeah, it's just I don't know what it just lets people go crazy. Like it just enables them to just let go and just do whatever they want. In the Christmas parties I've had, it's so weird because obviously you see each other every single day that you work in, and you get along with these people, these people, but then when Christmas the Christmas party comes, it's like there's no limits anymore. I've seen people that have just switched from being completely professional with people to being extremely close to one another.
A little too close.
A little bit too close as well. I've seen some bloody office romances start at Christmas dues and finish by Boxing Day. So, do you know what I mean? It's been that close. I've seen people get together just for the sake of it, just because there's no one around. So just a bad option,
okay,
yeah.
Yep.
Oh my word, mate. But then, on the opposite scale, I've seen people beat the shit out of each other as well for no reason. I remember I was telling you this earlier, so I wasn't there. I wish I was there, mate, because in my mind this is so much more funnier, like what I was imagining. So one of my managers had he was playing football and unfortunately he kind of broke his leg, so he was on the road to recovery, and this was around November time, so when the December party came he was still recovering. He still had a crutch, and what happened was he went to the toilet and he noticed that two people that work, so my manager was like, he's the director, the director of the organisation, one of our division, the operations, and he went to the toilet and he noticed that two guys that works in a warehouse were having a bit of a heated debate. It wasn't like a fight thing, just like they were talking about something. And my manager was like, you got in at the right time.
Probably trying to decide if Die Hard was Christmas 100%,
movie or not. Big time. But it wasn't Christmas time. It doesn't matter. It was about a terrorist attack. But it wasn't Christmas time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that could have been the thing. Yeah. And so it got a little bit heated. And my manager was like, "Whoa, boys, calm down. Like, don't worry about it. Like, don't just, let's relax. Let's relax." And they're like, "Okay." They just carried on. They literally carried on to the point where it got turned to fisticuffs, right? And then my manager, the way he told me the story was, so there I was with one crutch on my right leg, like, my right leg's broken and I'm literally walking around with a crutch. I've had to try and separate these like 6 foot guys from each other. I'm grabbing one guy, with one hand, and I'm trying to hold the other guy off my crutch, like putting it towards his face. I was like, oh my God. He goes, "Mate, it was one of the hardest things I've had to do in my life because I couldn't put too much pressure on my foot. And I had to make sure I was looking both ways. I had to grab one guy." He goes, "They got into such explosive fight. Like they broke one of the doors of the toilets." I was like, oh my God. And I was like, why? And then, I don't know, I think it turned out they were fighting over a free beer token or something.
That's ridiculous.
I think one guy basically used up his 3 or 4 beer tokens, and he asked the other guy for one, and the other guy was like, "No, I've got 2 left, I want to use them both." He's like, "Come on, don't be selfish, you bastard."
That's mental.
That's what it came to. That's what I heard anyway. So yeah, I was just like, bloody hell, we're fighting over a beer token. That's crazy.
Imagine watching the CCTV of like that. So you've got no sound, and all you see is your old manager
with a crutch,
broken leg on crutch. He's just pinning some guy to the wall with one
trying to hold the other guy
the
off.
other one with a crutch. Yeah. Some guy flies and breaks a door.
That's why it was so funny on my head side. That's what he goes. That's what the way he described it to me. I was looking at him right when he told me the story, and I was just like, I had to hold my laughing. But he goes, "Mate, it's all right, you can laugh." I was like, "Oh my God, thank you, Jack." I just cracked up. It was the sight of him, like just like in my head, just like trying to hold these men off, and they're huge, 6 foot guys, like warehouse dudes that are all physical, fighting over beer tokens. Crazy. Like you could have just gone to Microsoft Paint, just created yourself within 5 minutes.
Just print one off. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, mate. This was really funny. So, at one of my workplaces, that's exactly what happened. So, they printed off these tokens, and you can tell it was just done. HR 5-minute job on Microsoft Word. They've just clip art, a picture of a bottle, champagne bottle, done a funky border around it, and it said one free drink.
Right.
At the end of the night, they realised that when they collected the tokens from the bar, they had way too many behind the bar. Like they said, we only gave everyone like, I don't know, 5 tokens each for a drink, and there's only like 50 of us here, so there's like, that's 250 right straight away. He goes, why the hell was it like 400 to 500 beer tokens back there? It was so funny.
That is genius.
Someone obviously saw one and like quickly,
just scanned it in. Print,
literally
done.
didn't even need to scan it. They could have just literally just created a word within like 5 seconds. It was that easy, and they just
That's brilliant.
Yeah, printed it off and just like free beers all night. Oh my god! And but fair play to the company. They just said, okay, that's fine. We'll just pay it. Not a problem. But they knew that someone's on a dodgy one. But it was so good. They couldn't tell the difference between any of the tokens. They all looked exactly the same.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so someone does a great job.
That is brilliant.
So funny, mate. Honestly, there's always ways around this stuff.
Yeah, especially when the sort of companies set themselves up like that a little bit. I remember some where where you have the multi-Christmas party.
Yes,
and
yeah,
like
being
the
part of
companies
those.
that
Yeah.
and the companies pay for themselves, and occasionally you just be standing next to some other company ordering, and you would coincidentally order at the same time, and they would put it on their tab, and you just walk off.
Best thing to do, honestly. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, that was them.
That's it. I just honestly, those parties are so weird because it's almost like when you're back in school and you're going on a school trip and another school has come as well at the same time. It's instant beef as soon as you see them. You start calling them wankers like straight away. Man, I remember I went to one and it was like a big venue, right? So it must have held about 1,000 people inside, and there must have been about I'd say about 8 or 9 companies. So we had like 4 tables for our company, and then there was 5 for another. And it's just weird. It's just so weird. Like, you don't know anyone there. You only know your company. The bar, everyone's crowding at the bar. You don't know who the hell's talking to who. You don't know where anyone's from. Such a weird thing. But yeah, no, it seems to work. It just seems to work. I don't know what happens. Everyone goes on the pool as well. If you're single, everyone's on the pool.
It's funny you say that, right? And I don't mean to stereotype. And I worked with this guy. He was brilliant. And I don't speak to him much now, but we kept in contact for a long time, right? But we went to Brighton. Like, the company took us to Brighton, and it was again one of these multi-party things, right? Yeah. And as you say, all the single people were on the pool.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the funny thing was, so he was a gay guy,
right.
and naturally, he was the only person that pulled.
Well, Brighton, it's Brighton, mate. Absolutely. Your chances are higher.
Yeah. It's like, well done, mate. Everybody else is like, even though you're mixing, like you say, with 8 other groups of people, like nobody else was interested in this one guy. Who's just like, yep, I'm in my zone.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, mission accomplished. Well done.
Brilliant.
Oh,
yeah.
no, it's just
good on him as well.
It's really funny, honestly. It's really funny, like the Christmas period. And then I think coming back in January, if it's something embarrassing has happened, oh my God, it's like the walk of shame back in January. You dread it. You absolutely dread it. Oh man, I remember one time one girl had way too many drinks and then she was just going crazy on the dance floor. I'm talking absolute like moves. At one point I remember like she cleared the dance floor because she wanted to do the worm on a sticky disgusting dance floor. It'd been raining and snowing outside, so people were coming in with their shoes and people were dropping drinks on the dance floor, but she was like, nope, I'm doing the worm. And she ended up doing it, but then her top got stuck to the floor on the second dance. On the second. So you can imagine what happened. But I was just like, why would you do that? It's disgusting. And then, but fair play to the girl. When she came back in January, oh my God, she just laughed it off. And fair play. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have like hid behind it and just been embarrassed, but she absolutely owned it because she was that kind of person. Yeah, it's just you kind of like.
Oh yeah, I've seen the people dancing on the tables and chairs and sort of falling off of those and things.
Yeah.
It's just like you kind of write that off to everybody does that. I suppose.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, the worm on a manky floor. Nice.
No, trust me. And I was just like, it's one of those, when you walk on the dance floor and your foot just sticks to the floor, like it was that bad. Like, obviously some people have dropped drinks here. Someone might have even got sick on it and they've just about cleaned up.
Yeah.
She's like, nope, I don't care. I'm doing the worm. Everyone split up. So she parts the dance floor like, Moses did the Red Sea. Someone moved the sign and she done it. But the second time that she went down, boom, her top kind of stuck to the floor. And as she came back up, I think she tore both sides on the side. Oh, no, embarrassing.
Brilliant.
Absolutely embarrassing.
You said that would have been a very different biblical story if the waves were parted.
Moses doing the worm.
And the disciples just worm down the middle.
Like, oh, cool.
And the robot.
Do the same. They all doing a dance move as they walk behind Moses. Oh, no. Someone's doing Gangnam Style. Someone's doing the robot. Oh, no.
Some dude at the back in flip-flops beatboxing. Yeah.
Oh, what are we saying? No, that's brilliant. Oh, that would be a really good comedy sketch, to be honest. Oh, I'll tell you, I got a funny story actually. I remember one time. So my a relative of mine, he used to host Christmas parties, and so what it was like, he'd have like the whole family around lunchtime, have Christmas lunch, and then he would call his friends and his colleagues around. The kids will be off, like playing off in one of the rooms, and then there's drinks, there's music, everyone's just having a good time.
Yeah.
So he just moved to a bigger house, and he'd give everyone an address. Now this is going back quite a few decades, I think, like 2 decades, like 20 years ago, where there was no internet, there was no bloody actually no, there was internet, maybe 25 years ago, I'd say 25, 30 years ago. Well, you didn't have Google Maps, you didn't have any of that kind of stuff. You had A to Z if you needed to find an address, and you'd find it like that, right? So one of my my relatives, one of his cousins, a younger cousin, I think he was like maybe 25 at the time. He said he's never been to my relative's house, right? So he goes, look, I've moved, and I know you're coming to the Christmas party late. He said he was going to get there around 10 p.m. because he had to work during the day. I think he had to work that day. So he goes, I'll meet you there in the evening. He goes, okay, you never been to my house before. Make sure you know where it is and give me a call if you get stuck. He's like, yeah, no problem. So that guy basically had he had a feeling he knew where it was. So he's come back from work, and it's 10 p.m. Yeah, so he's basically he knew whereabouts it was, the house. So he's gone there. He thinks he's found the house. He's knocked up on the door. Guy says, oh, hello mate. He goes, how you doing? He goes, yeah, I'm good. He goes, come in. He goes, come in. And he goes in, and same type of kind of atmosphere, there's music playing, there's people dancing, having a few drinks. He walks in to the main living room, and there's about 20 people in the living room, and they're all enjoying themselves dancing, and he looks around, and the guy that opened the door to him has handed him a beer. So my uncle was like, oh God, I really don't know who that was. He's such a nice guy, but I don't know who he was. He must be one of my relatives, right, friends or something like that, right? It's one of his colleagues. Yeah. He makes his way around the house, and then 5 to 10 minutes into it, he realizes he doesn't know one single person in his house. Right, so he's looking for my other uncle. He's looking for us. He can't see anyone. He's gone to the kitchen, and he can see people in the kitchen. People are chilling. There's about 30, 40 people in this house because it's a big Christmas party. And it's the only party on the road. So he's thinking he's at the right house. He was at the wrong fucking house. He walked in there, right? He walked in there. Someone's obviously assumed that this person is meant to be here for the party. The guy that's opened the door has also gone and got him a beer, handed it to him and said, mate, enjoy yourself. So he's walked in and he's like, oh, thanks, mate. Let me just go see if I can find my relatives or, or all the little kids or anything like that. Can't see anyone. He's like, maybe in the kitchen. Goes to the kitchen, no one there. 10 minutes in, half a beer down, he realises he's in the wrong fucking house. So he was like, what the hell do I do? Shit, I need to leave this beer and leave and find out where the hell I need to go. This is ridiculous. So basically what happened was he had got off one road too quick. So as he was looking for the house, he went down the wrong road. So the road he was looking for was a little bit later on, like a 2-minute walk away. So he's ended up going to this house, and he's not looked at the number. He just saw that there's loads of people, there's music coming from this house for Christmas.
Naturally,
walked in and he thought, this is it, this is my party. But then it was so funny because when he came to the actual party, my relative opened the door to him, and he said to that uncle guy, he goes, you wouldn't fucking believe where I've been. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, I was at another party. He goes, another party? He goes, yeah. He goes, where? He goes, the other road. He goes, did you know the person that you went to? He goes, nope. I walked into the wrong bloody house. Oh my God. When he told us that story, we were laughing our heads off because he's such a jovial guy. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He gets along with everyone. So when you see his face, he's always smiling. So when he walked in, they probably thought he's just another guy that's here for the party. Oh, brilliant. It could have gone so wrong. It could have gone so wrong.
Well, the thing is, he would have walked in with such confidence because he knew where he was. He knew he was supposed to be there. He wasn't trying to fake it, so he would have come across completely natural.
That's right.
You know, the guy handed the thing. Oh, that's of course you're going to be at a party with people you don't know. That makes complete sense.
That's it.
And then when it dawned on him, it's like, I don't know anybody.
It's just like, I could just imagine him as well. This is the funniest thing because I can just imagine him like he's standing in like he's a tall dude as well. He's about 6'4", 6'5". So he's standing there. He's probably towering everyone. He's just looking around, thinking, "Bloody hell, there's a lot of new faces here today. Like I've not seen this many. It's just a bit weird." At the minute it clocked, oh my God, it was so funny. He was like beer in hand. He's sipping it down. He's looking for us. He can't find us. He's like, "Yep, I think I'm at the wrong fucking party." Like shit. I asked him what he did. He goes, it was rude to waste a beer, so he drank his whole beer, then he put it in the bin, then he left. I was like, oh, fair enough.
Respectful.
Fair play, mate. Fair play. Oh, my word.
On the flip of that, do you reckon any of those people at that party woke up the next day and went, "Do you remember seeing that big dude?"
Absolutely.
There was a big dude, and everybody would just not. They'll remember it, but go, "Yeah, I remember that. Who was he? Don't know."
Yeah.
They'll all be like racking their brains.
Do you know
going,
what?
Did we misremember that?
It's probably a mystery to this day. They probably still don't know who that person was, right? Like he's a tall dude. You know, he's got a moustache. He's got, he's quite a smiley guy. I'd be like, yeah, I remember him. He was a huge, like, whose mate is he? No, not yours. No, not mine. No,
where did he go?
No one will ever know. Exactly. That's a great story. That's a great story on the flip side. Oh my God. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, just trying to piece that whole thing together at the end of it. Especially the people that own the house. Yes. Whoever's party it was, Yeah. Oh, crazy.
No, that's amazing, honestly. When you did tell us that story, we were in absolute hysterics because it was like, this could only happen to you, because he's a very happy-go-lucky guy. He can make friends everywhere he goes, to be fair. He doesn't have any problem with that. So we're like, this would only happen to you. You're so bloody funny, man. All right, and that's a wrap for episode 10 of the JTS 51 podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I can't believe 10 episodes in, Si. 10 episodes.
Flying by, right?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And we're never gonna, we're not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop now. This is jump on the train, guys. Jump on the train. This is only going 100 miles per hour. But yeah, 10 episodes in. Thank you so much. I can't say it enough, guys. Like, we really appreciate every single listen, every single like, every single comment that you give. So yeah, keep going. Tell your friends all about us, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone. See ya. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the JTS 51 podcast. For more epic content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future episodes.